But then in the late 90s, it started coming out in mainstream news that the UN runs giant child kidnapping rings. And I was like, what? And then I saw congressional hearings in 2002 where they admitted DynCorp does this and they don't get in trouble. And Rumsfeld said they're allowed to and laughed about it. It's like they're crushing us with evil. They're flaunting it. Those of us in the know, they're terrorizing us. And everybody else, they're just searing their conscience where we're trained to put up with anything. And then all the other stuff they do. And the globalists, you talk to them, you're like, well, there is population reduction going on. They go, well, what are you going to do for the earth? And it's creepy to know they're on my tail and coming at me from every angle. But it's really creepy to know I can be taken out of the game. That's all. I want to stay in the game. I want to get better. I want to be a better radio host. I want to tell the truth. I want to be more accurate. I want to make sure I cover all the angles for people. I want to be a good father. I want to be a good husband. I want to be good to my crew. I want to, at the same time, enjoy life and be able to see things. I have a wanderlust, but I can't enjoy that. I'm not complaining. It's just we've all been robbed of our innocence. We've been robbed of our time. We've been robbed of our future. And I don't even hate my enemy anymore. I realize that 99% of the people carrying out this New World Order are just ignorant. They're under mind control. There's no other word for it. They're under a spell. And I'm more horrified for them. I never understood reading the Bible where Jesus is saying, forgive them, Father, they know not what they do, and other apostles after him actually feeling sorry for those that were persecuting him. But they were understanding these people are given over to pure evil. They're destroyed. They're losing their soul. They're losing their humanity. And I don't want to hate the BATF for bombing Oklahoma City. I don't want to hate all these people, especially their dumb minions that don't know what they're part of, or some young power-tripping cop who's brainwashed. I wish they could be good. I wish they could know what I know. I wish I could take them to the places I've been. I wish they could see with my eyes what I've seen. And I know they've seen a lot of things I haven't seen. I'm not... You know, in the past, I've hated people that have attacked me in government and in media and in my own genre, as they call it, but also in... And now I've lost that with greater discernment. And I'm more focused, I'm more peaceful, but in that quietness, I have such greater understanding. And in a way, I miss the flesh, and I still have a lot of flesh in me. I still have a lot of worldliness in me, but it's much weaker than it was a long time ago. And I almost miss hating my enemies and miss that because it was a distraction. It was a worldly distraction, kind of a tunnel vision to distract me from the larger mission I'm on so that I wouldn't have to just constantly sit here with the information just seething through me. And I don't even want to, most days I don't cover the news. I do all the research and don't even cover most of it because I don't want to cover this. I don't want to focus and have the thoughts again I had earlier and the understanding and all the info. I'm like, I guess I'm kind of like a cop or something that is a detective and has done a couple hundred murder investigations, and at a certain point, I don't want to see dead families and blood and death and torture chambers, and that's what I see, that's what I do. And I have to watch the murderers in fancy $5,000 suits traipsing around, destroying my country, destroying our whole future. And it just goes on and on and on. And I can't stop. I can't give up. Even if I was a coward and wanted to give up, it's not in me. I can't do it. And if I give up, they'll come after me even more. I have to continue. We all have to continue. We're not getting out of this, folks. We're going through it. You understand? You're not backing out of this. We passed the point of no return into world government a long time ago. And that's the thing. I realize a lot of you don't know what you're in. I'm not talking about those of you that have been fighting this. You're in it too. But at least you know. It's like walking around a field at night with big 50-foot pits in it with spikes in the bottom. And I'm a guy saying, you better have a flashlight. You better be careful out in that field, man. There's some bad stuff. Look at history. I've fallen into those pits. I've seen a lot of other people fall into those pits. You better listen to me. This isn't a game. And I watch people laugh at me and go stumble off the cliff. And I go, did you just see him fall into that pit? And I don't want the FBI and the military and the police and the bureaucrats and the corporate people to go along with this. I don't want to see them lost. I don't want to see them serve it. They think, a lot of them at a primitive level, they're tough guys. That's how the world really works. And you're just weak and can't understand it. We're making the tough decisions, and you just can't get, your mind wrapped around that. And, yeah, we're evil, but we're the evil that's protecting you. We've got to be evil to defeat the real evil. And, that's the system that the lie. The mindset that's sold by them, that these merchants of death and merchants of lies and fraud and deceit push. And I was never an evil person, but I could go there in my mind when I was young. I could see the beauty of evil. On the surface, it can look sexy and powerful. But then I really stuck my head into it and went, whoa, and pulled back. And it strengthened my humanity by pulling out of it. And there's those of you out there that think you're winning and think you have this power and think that you're out there just slaughtering and enslaving and abusing, and you don't think of us as human. There are people above you in levels far more wicked than you can imagine. And I have learned their mind. I have seen through their eyes. And let me tell you something. You better turn around right now and realize there is no turning around. We got to go through this.